The North Carolina Central University Summer Youth Business and Entrepreneurship Academy is a very special opportunity for high-performing sophomore, juniors, and seniors to be fully engaged in collegiate study, collegiate living under the umbrella of business and entrepreneurship.
Our daughter attended this program last summer. She told our son about the program and her experience and how she enjoyed it. And then as a result, he wound up applying as well. This really propels and prepares them to be in the business field, in the business world. She's gained various opportunities through the academy.
We teach them about economic development. We're teaching them in the context of how to grow their community, how to support their community, being able to get a bird's eye view of college life, but actually being able to stay on campus has been great because it's prepared her now that she has graduated high school and getting ready to move into her own dorm.
Utilize this information and apply it to whatever you do in life. I want to give a special thanks to Ms. Keisha and Dr. Slade and the rest of the team for helping me as well as others in reaching our goals. I also want to give a special thanks to my parents for always motivating me. I will be attending Bennett College in the fall, majoring in business administration with a concentration of entrepreneurship. And thank you all.
The way that I learned about this was through a friend, and the way that she told me and how proud she was to know that she was a part of it, how happy she was to know that she had finished it, and knowing, actually it's a couple people I knew that were a part of it last year and how they were talking about it and how it shaped them as a person.
We use the word transformative a lot, and this is because it truly occurs in this experience. You may think a couple of weeks may not be a long enough time for you to assess that there's growth within the student. But something special happens with this academy. This student that walks in at the beginning is not the same student that walks out.
It was the longest 2 weeks of my life. I've never thought that I could be stretched that far in a span of 2 weeks, because when I tell you they packed so much stuff into it, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it for the world. I talked to our counselors from last year like all the time, the strong bond that we created in such a small time. And it's just something that I wouldn't trade for the world. It actually helped me make my decision, because in the fall I will be attending North Carolina Central University. Because what I learned in this academy helped me decide my major actually. It helped me decide everything that I wanted to do and made everything more clearly. And the people that we met, the connections we made, and the things that we learned were just invaluable. And we could have been doing so many other things during the summer. But luckily we were chosen to be here, and you just don't forget that. And for you all, I would suggest, please take advantage of it. Please give Ms. Keisha's number. Ms. Keisha will tell you every time I saw her, I gave her a high five. But it's because of that that she called me back. I stood out, and luckily we still have that connection. And so I feel like it's all about the connection. That's why I love Central so much. It's because it's a family feeling. And that's what drew me here, and that's why I came back.
With business period, I feel like I need to learn how to manage myself, manage my business, my brand, and how to brand myself and market myself.
Lifestyle marketing agency basically means instead of doing broad marketing, like when you're trying to appeal to everybody, you target your energies and your efforts towards certain categories or niches. So lifestyle may be moms. Right? So for Ice Age, we did, our campaign was targeting towards moms with children under the age of 7. Moms have a particular lifestyle, they're usually busy, so they need to be spoken to a different way. So that's one lifestyle category. You can think about family, moms, working professionals, so different categories and lifestyles, if that makes sense.
You're also talking about a generation of innovators.
And basically all this means is that if you have blogs that you've written, or if you have videos that are you talking about your product, or any type of content, your website is a holding place for all of that.
This millennial generation. And so when you're talking about their mindset, they are thinking about ways that they can improve a process, ways they can use technology, take maybe a mom and pop mechanic shop and then turn it into a global enterprise where you can learn how to build websites and figure out how to converse with people from all over the world. right from your hometown. This is where we're going to teach you how to do those types of things. We're going to teach you the basic principles from getting to that space.
My daughter, she's interested in working in my company. We own a commercial general contracting company, so I was certainly impressed from the very start. Exposure to the thought processes that go into entrepreneurship. It's a very daunting task for me to get her started and hitting the ground running. When we found out that her case study would be done on a business here locally, also that the theme for the week is entrepreneur scalability, then I knew that there was a tremendous connection there.
We do a live case study competition. Essentially, that means this is a real business in the community that has expressed a challenge that they may have.
People saying joint, that's awesome. It's not a shack, right? A shack is sort of a rickety little place that's unkempt. I think my little place is polished, so thank you for saying joint. That's what it is. Conceptually, I want to stay what I call like truth in concept. In the beginning, Softbox is all about sourcing locally sourced seafood from out of the coast. I want to refocus the brand and the energy to fit the next location.
Many of you are here, my understanding is, because you are absolutely fantastic. Is that true? That's true. Right? I like that. Say it with confidence. None of you act. Don't apologize. That's right. Make it a passion, put in the work. Maybe about 10 women seated around her, sort of with their legs crossed like kids at a campfire. And I turned to someone, I said, who are those women? And they said, those women are the most brilliant female PhDs in all of the US government. And they were sitting at my grandmother's feet like she was telling bedtime stories, right? And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And grandma was in her element, she was just talking. And, I'm there and all of a sudden, President Obama walks in the room and we just like, and you realize that then I looked and Gloria Stefan was there and Steven Spielberg was there and everybody who was anybody was in the room. And it wasn't until then that I realized that all of the people that I has aspired to either be like or want to be like were in the same room as my grandmother. If these people are considered great and popular and important figures, right, in this room, and everybody in this room is an important figure, and my grandmother's in this room, what's that mean? You can't imagine how that hits you like a brick. Here's the thing to remind you of why it's important that you continue to be great. Because there is a whole segment of the world that is waiting on you to finish your task, right? You all gonna be great if you do your work, if you stay passionate,